Hello everybody. Today I'm going to just jump right in. The purpose of this video is to show you how to start with the Seed of Life, create a torus, and then transfer it over to stone and paint it. This is what we want to end up with. So the first thing we're going to do is give ourselves a little starting point. Put our compass right in the middle there and draw our first circle. This is the beginning of the Seed of Life. So the seed of life, as you know, is a circle in the middle and then 6 circles around. Each of those circles are intertwined and they all meet at a common point, which is right in the middle. So now that we have the seed of life, we want to create the torus. Now the torus is um, it's another set of the same 6 circles, rings, but we have to put them in between on the inner circle. It's so hard for me to explain, but you can see that I've marked off these little intersections on the outer rings, and we're going to just follow those across, okay? And just draw a line from end to end and do that 3 times. So you'll have all 6 of your circles with lines through them. Now that gives you the center point that I was trying to describe a few minutes ago. And what you're going to do here is you're going to do the exact same thing as if you were making a seed of life. You put your first circle, and then you're going to follow up with your second and your third. Just you can see the little line there, and then the line on the circle. So you can see where it intersects right there. And we do another one, and there's the intersection right there. And now we have one more. And there's your torus. Now the torus doesn't have that round circle, that larger circle in the middle, so or the lines for that matter. So I'm going to erase them. And what I'm doing is I'm just going over the same circles. They have the same marks to try to emphasize what the torus looks like. So that's it. That's our torus. Now the object for us to do here is to get this onto a stone. So I have a green stone here that I'm actually doing a project on right now. This is when I was transferring this torus onto my stone. So you're going to do the same thing as we just did on paper, but just a little hint. You see how I'm holding my compass way down at the bottom there, and I have my stone on a turntable? Those 2 things are extremely helpful. You can turn, instead of having to turn the stone and then having your tip of your compass slip off, which it happens to me, um, it's much easier to have it on the turntable, and you just turn the turntable and you're holding the point of your compass way down low so you have a better control of it, okay? Now I'm using a measuring tape here because my stone is obviously it's curved, so I couldn't put a ruler. We're going to continue on the stone now, making our torus. And then once we're done with this, we will paint it. Now, you can still see the circle that I put on on the inside there. And I'm just erasing it a little bit just so you don't see it. And I'm going to be using Champagne Gold from Deco Art, one of their dazzling metallics. So one thing I know for sure is that when we get down to the center here, there's no way we're going to be able to, well, no way I'm going to be able to um, keep these little center parts, these little here, this little part here. I'm not going to be able to keep those from being filled in with paint. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to paint all of this in. Okay, so these are all going to be painted in. So all of that. I will be painting this stone with this little fine curved paintbrush. And what I want to show you is, please excuse my voice. I don't know what's going on. I can't get rid of this. It's just, I don't know, must be seasonal allergies or something. But what I want you to notice is that when I pull the paintbrush up and to the right, like now, with my left hand, I'm pulling the stone down the opposite direction, and that helps me get a better line. And yeah, that is my hair. I'm sorry. Get my big head in the way. Now, something that I am doing that I shouldn't be doing right here is beginning all of my strokes right smack in the middle. So I'm building up quite a bit of paint there, and you shouldn't do that. I should know better to do that, to not do that. What I should do is start like halfway on one of the circles, and then just go down and go through, or go up and go through the the center, and finish off in between, not continuously in one spot. So that way there my paint won't build up so much. It will build up in the center. It just has to, because that's a common point for, for drawing, for painting. We're going to go through that many times. So we want to try to keep that to a minimum. And again, that's why we should be painting, not starting our painting at the center. Something else I'd like to point out is that sometimes you're going to lose track of what line belongs to what circle. I know I do. Um, don't worry about that. Just move on to the next one, and eventually they will all reveal themselves. They are tricky little devils sometimes. I told you on the paper before that we were going to paint in the center petals, and that's what I'm doing here. It's much too small of an item. The stone is much too small for us to be trying to paint and leave that absolute center unpainted, not filled in. If you're working on something big, like a canvas, a large canvas, or a piece of wood or something larger, your whole design is going to be bigger, and you'll be able to do something with that center. But here, it's near impossible. At least for me, it's near impossible. So I'm going back and forth with my gold and my green. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but this is a Waverly chalk paint. You can get it in a bunch of different places, but I get it at Walmart, and it's one of my favorite. I love it. And so, as I was saying before I interrupted myself, going back and forth with the gold and the green did take a while. I've cut out quite a bit of it. I don't want you to think that I did this all really, really quickly. It did take a while. I'm filming this in real time, so that's exactly how I'm painting it. It's not speeded up and it's not slowed down. That's exactly how I'm painting. It's a lot of back and forth, and I just didn't want to bore you with it. I really wanted this to be a quick video. But you just take as much time or as little time as you need to get it to the point that makes you happy. And I'm almost there with this one. But before I wrap it up, I would like to ask you to please remember to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so you can be reminded when I have a new video come up. And yeah, leave your questions and comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. So I'm just going to give it another once over, fix up any little extra pieces of gold that you can see right there, clean that up, and yeah, that's it. I'm going to be done with this one. I hope this helps you with some of my current and future designs. Thank you for watching, and until next time, take care. Bye-bye.